And today I want to have a conversation with myself about happiness. Happiness. About being in the flow of feeling good, being in the flow of bliss. And I think I want to talk about this because we always hear happiness is not a place, it's a state of mind. And I think that we might be tired of hearing that, because a person could try to be happy in their mind and still feel like, what the hell? So, oh, my stomach is growling. I'm getting me some food after I finish recording this. So, I think that we as society, especially in America, our happiness is centered around what we have, also what we're doing, but not in the same way as being in flow in first, but just like, oh well, I'm gonna get to go out Friday or Saturday night, and so you're excited about that. That makes you feel good. Or I'm getting this new thing, maybe you're getting a new electronic or a new dress. Or for me, I love getting new healing tools to work with, and that excites me. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's what human is about. It's about experiences and interacting with people, and even interacting with inanimate objects. That it's like you're still experiencing life, right? But with that you need money. Like, so hear me out. If you want to go out on a Friday, Saturday night, and say your friends are going to this restaurant, and you gotta have, and say it's not like a really expensive restaurant, let's say it's a mediocre restaurant. Not mediocre, but you know what I'm saying, it's in the middle, right? So you gotta have your funds together. And let's say you're trying to save because just like, or maybe you're not trying to save, maybe you just gotta pay your bills, and you're like, dang, I can't go out. And so what that does is that leaves a suggestion that you're not getting to experience life as much as other people, because you don't have what other people have. Because you hear all over and over again, like, no amount of money will make you happy. And happiness is a state of mind. And I do believe that. I have experienced that in my life, where I didn't come from a family where we had a lot. I mean, we were actually poor, but I never, even though I did feel lack, and the lack came from comparison, looking at what other people had. It always came from comparison. If I didn't have friends and I didn't see what they were doing and what they had, I wouldn't have known I didn't have. I'm going to say that one more time. If I didn't see what my friends had or what they were doing, I wouldn't know that I didn't have the same thing. Because my mom supplied for me. My mom sewed, she cooked, we also were very abundant. I know it's not a six. There was no real lack there. It was all kind of an illusion because of what I was comparing to other kids. And that kind of put things in perspective for me at a young mind. So when we go back to happiness, and we go back to it being linked to monetary money, it appears to be linked to that because of society, because of capitalism. It appears to, if I have this thing, or if I do this, I'm going to feel better. But really, happiness is about freedom. And I realized this recently. I was doing a money mindset course, and I realized I don't care about money. Money's just money. I care about what I can do with money. I care that I can help my community, that I can help my family, my friends. But the main thing is, well, if I have money, I'll have freedom. And that is when I realized happiness isn't about money at all. You feel happy when you feel free. You feel there's a certain amount of bliss, there's a certain amount of childlike excitement when I wake up and I know that my day belongs to me and no one else. And when I say that, I'm talking in terms of working for people. I love to work, but over the years I've seen where I become bitter when it's like, how can I make money doing what I love and feeling when I wake up not like my day has been stolen from me? How can I wake up and feel like, wow, I'm happy because I get to do what I love, and I get to see the people I love, and I get to go to the places I love, and that was tied to freedom. I want to be free to live, to explore, to pursue, to love. I want to be free. And money, for some weird reason, represents that in our society. I'll be free to travel. I'll be free to hang out with the people I love, my children, my friends, whenever, wherever, because I'll have the money to do so. And so when we start to take away this this huge, like, it's about money, and stop saying it's not about money, it's about freedom. Now, don't get me wrong, I know in a lot of countries people don't even have a tenth of what I have to experience a little bit of freedom, and I understand that, and I'm aware of that, and I acknowledge it. And so I am grateful for any opportunities or any experiences that I've had because of jobs or work that has allowed me to experience just a little bit of freedom. And so when we go back to happiness and we go back to shifting to that state of mind, what if we started to prioritize our happiness by breaking these mental limitations and constructs that tell us that we can't do something simply because we don't have the money? And what if we start to reprogram that with, how about I do what I love today and know that because I have the freedom to do what I love, that money is going to come back in and flow to me because I'm in this state of bliss, because I'm in this state of for me, I like to have time to like be in nature and create. I love creating. I love painting. I love making waist beads and necklaces, and I love being in a state of creation instead of a state of survival. And so I do get frustrated if I'm always working, and I don't get to like just chill, rest, and relax so that I can be in that flow or be in that state. And sometimes I have to prioritize doing something I love just as much as I prioritize doing something that's a responsibility. Because for me, it's like, oh, well, going to work is a responsibility. I have to do that, right? To survive, to pay my bills, to feed myself. But it's like, what if you prioritize going to the spa? I know what that sounds like. But what if you put it in the same category? People prioritize, going to the doctor because that is important for your physical health. But prioritizing doing things that make you feel good, and I mean really make you feel good, right? Because y'all gonna be triggered by this, but some people are like, oh, well, going out drinking makes me feel good. Nah, I'm sure it does, but it doesn't make you feel good in the morning. Really prioritizing doing things where you can be in a state of play like you were as a kid, that you're doing it for no reason. You're not doing it because it's making you money. And that's another Western habit. We have hobbies, and I'm so guilty of this, because I'll be making something and the next I'm selling it. Because what happens is you're making it in abundance and you're like, well, I might as well make some money off of it. But what happens when you do things or do something not because it's making you money, not because it has anything to do with monetary value? Sorry, it's my call. I'm going to end this video now. But what happens when you start to do things because it just makes you feel good? That is happiness, freedom, and finding your bliss. Freedom to do what you need to do that's good for your spirit and that's good for your soul. That is all.